with the NCN 6 o'clock news. The Ministry of Health says lives are at risk as the National Blood Transfusion Service has a very low count of blood units in stock. The ministry is therefore issuing an urgent appeal for donations. A press statement issued today said it needed all types of blood, urging citizens to assist in ensuring hospitals have adequate supplies. The release stated too that despite the almost 7,500 units of blood collected in 2008, the bank is at least 60% below the stock level needed for normal services. Anyone who wishes to donate blood can visit the National Blood Transfusion Service in GPHC compound, Lamha Street, Georgetown, or the New Amsterdam Study and Linden Regional Hospitals. A man has been granted bail for throwing a firecracker in the presidential booth of the National Stadium on New Year's Day at the Kashif and Shanghai football finals. Adeli Rampersad gives us the details of this and other matters in the courts today.
26-year-old Mark Cromwell of Vigilance East Coast Demerara has been granted bail in the sum of $50,000 after making an appearance before Magistrate Priya Bihari Sunarain at the Providence Magistrate Court, charged with causing public terror. He pleaded not guilty to the charge, which states that on January 1, 2009, he committed an act with intent to cause public terror. However, his attorney, Glenn Hanneman, stated that his client was lighting fireworks in celebration at the football match, adding that it wasn't firecrackers. He noted that Cromwell was wrongfully arrested as several other persons were throwing firecrackers. Mr. Hanneman further told the court that another man, who is a police officer, is presently under close arrest for the same offense but has not been charged. However, Superintendent Lawrence Gisoon told the court that the explosive was thrown in the presidential booth, which sent persons scattering for cover. President Barra Jagdeo was in the booth at the time of the incident. This incident happened even after the use and sale of explosives were banned. The police have since said they are working closely with the courts in prosecuting anyone found guilty of using or selling the illegal item.
We have also collaborated, and we are still collaborating with the magistracy in terms of dealing at the court level with offenders who are apprehended and who are taken before a court. Because we want to protect the society, we want safety and security.
He pleaded not guilty to the charge, which states that between November 11 and December 24, he fraudulently embezzled a sum of $150,000, which he received on account of his employer at Caribbean International Distributors. The accused has agreed to pay back the money and is to return to court on February 5. And finally, 28-year-old Compton Barclay may not have learned much from serving time in prison, as he was charged for simple larceny. He pleaded not guilty to the charge, which states that on December 28, he stole $256,000 worth of jewelry from Ann Hendricks. He is to return to court on February 23. Reporting for the NCN 6 o'clock news, Adeli Rampersad.
The trial for the 16-year-old Albany, New York teen accused of killing Guyanese Katina Thomas was set to begin today. German Timmons is facing murder charges, accused of firing the single stray bullet on May 29 last that killed the 10-year-old girl who was playing outside at the time. In a statement to police, Timmons said that he had used a gun that everyone in the neighborhood used and shot at a group of children who he believes pulled a gun on him. Katina migrated to the U.S. several months before the incident. Timmons is facing 15 years to life if convicted. Robert Williams says he's willing to serve another term as deputy mayor of Georgetown when mayoral elections are held. The deputy mayor added that the Minister of Local Government has called for the council to remain until December 2009. Details from Giselle Archibald.
Georgetown Deputy Mayor Robert Williams says he is willing to serve another term as deputy mayor and will do so. In an invited comment, Mr. Williams says that an order was made by the Minister of Local Government, Kelawon Lal, for the council to serve until December 2009 while holding elections for members within the council.
The elections for councillors are postponed to be held on or before December 2009. It therefore means that the existing council remains in office on or before December 2009. However, a further amendment which has been passed in Parliament is that the Council can request elections for mayor and deputy mayor.
The deputy mayor added that if there is a call for new mayor and deputy, then members within the council can request a motion and vote.
And a vote is taken. There are 30 councillors. If the majority wins, then we notify the town clerk to set a date and time in accordance with Municipal and District Councils Act for the holding of elections for mayor and deputy mayor.
The Local Authorities Amendment Bill was tabled by Local Government Minister Kelawar Lal, which sought to have local government elections pushed back. The minister is seeking to make provisions in the bill for the elections of mayor and deputy mayors for the municipalities and chair and vice chair for the NDCs. In the meantime, preparations are ongoing for the elections. Ghana has not had any local government elections since 1994. For the NCN 6 o'clock news, I am Giselle Archibald.
A Latin American Caribbean Trust Fund is being set up for the prevention, control and elimination of infectious diseases. With initial funding from the Pan American Health Organization, the Inter-American Development Bank and other agencies, hopes are high that more finance will be made available to control or eliminate these diseases. Well, President Barra Jagdeo has hosted a media fraternity to a brunch at his residence. The head of state believes that this informal interaction fosters a healthy relationship between him and the media. Also present at the annual event were government ministers, several members of the business community and the diplomatic corps.